Hey guys, welcome to my gluteal series part 1. We are working on the gluteal region today, on the glute medius, minimus and glute maximus, and we will be working on so-called priming. So creating connection between your gluteal muscles and that kind of posterior lateral hip region and your brain. So you can actually feel the area, connect with it before we proceed to part 2, 3 and 4, where you do prone stuff, so lying down in front, standing stuff to train your glutes. So treat this as a good warm-up, treat this as a good rehab, and also treat this as a good prehab. Those things are obviously connected, okay? We really want robust behind, all right? So all you need for the first part are some cushions or blocks, so you can set up your place. So you want some a little bit bigger cushion or the block for your head, and then leave the cushion or a blanket for your rib cage, because we want to make sure that the thorax and lumbar spine are all still, so we're not moving from the pelvis up, okay? And let's get started. So lie down to your side and get yourself ready for hip cars. We're gonna go with hip, all the movements of the hip. Okay, that's how it looks like. Notice how the pillow stops my back from moving. I'm pushing and bracing, so I'm pushing my arm into the ground. You can even clasp your hands in front of you, rest your neck, so you're staying in this nice alignment. And I'm trying to move purely from the hip. And check the motions. Notice here I want to externally rotate, so I'm working the posterior capsule or posterior hip muscles, deep layers. We're gonna go chest, ceiling, rotating internally, extension, internal rotation. Okay, if you don't have that much range of motion, no problem, you just go with whatever you have. So you go back, up, forwards, up, back, down. Okay, I will go normally for 8 to 10 reps on this one to begin with. And guys, this whole sequence I'm showing you, it's level 1, so it's not going to be that hard. But I will, in the next video, I will show you level 2, where you can take those movements a step up, a step higher, or take intensity and volume higher, but also difficulty in terms of movements, okay? So 10 reps for controlled articular rotations. Now, movement number 2, we abducting the hip in flexion. So all you do is lift the top leg up the ceiling, keeping your knee and foot level. So you don't want to go there, you don't want to go there. You want to make sure that the knee moves up, so the work comes from the hip. And just because you're starting by working with your body weight only, try not to relax. Yeah? Keep those knees apart, don't rest. Up. And exhale to lift. So as you're lifting the leg, you want to brace your abs. Get to 10 reps. Slowly down, lift up, hold slowly down. That little squeeze at the top is really powerful. All right, relax. Next movement, we're going into pure abduction. So big toe slightly turning to the floor. And we just want to lift enough so you feel that lateral hip. Those are your glute medius and minimus muscles. We lower, we lift. Yeah? Careful for this bone here, ilium, not to ride up to your ribs. You don't want this distance to get smaller, okay? Keep it the same. Be very strict that you're actually training what we're supposed to train and not compensating from your QL muscles or by moving your spine. And try to apply the same system. Lift, slowly down. Lift, slowly lower. Up and lower. Up and lower. So you want to get to 10 reps initially. You can obviously increase the volume over time if you want to. Go with the feeling. But 10 to begin with is great. Okay, movement number 4. We're going to go into pivot movement. We're going to rotate. So abduct as we did before, and now get that lower leg off the way, either by bending it or straightening. Okay, so it's not in the way. And look what I'm doing.
I'm keeping the knee in front of the hip. I'm actually not moving the thigh up or down, I'm just rotating it in space. So again, do what you can. You know, if you've got more rotation, the foot will go higher, but don't drop the knee. So the kneecap stays in the same place. And we're working on, again, deep rotators of the hip. Yeah, go for about 10. So every time I'm rotating internally, foot goes up, it's one rep, one full rep. Full swivel. And careful not to do compensate and do hip hiking or knee dropping, okay? It's just that swivel here. So get to 10, and I've got one more movement for this part 1 for you. So final movement in the sideline to really spice things up will be the bicycle. So the knee, foot, hip all level, and you're going into a bicycle motion, pulling heel to sit bone, so opening through the front of the thigh and hip, pulling your knee to chest, lengthening through the back of the leg, heel to the sit bone. So your leg moves as if it was kind of sliding on this imaginary surface. And you can go 10 forwards, 10 backwards. If you want volume, if it's already sore or getting numb, that area, just do 5 forwards, 5 backwards. And that's going to be 1 set, okay? I would suggest you maybe start with 1 set, but then you do 2 or 3 sets on one side if you want this to be your workout of the day. Now to reverse, you go forwards, in, back. Yeah? So your lateral hip will be working regardless, it will be working all the time. Plus you're getting a bit of hip flexion and extension, but we're biasing the hip abductors, all right? So that's done. Relax, rest. We're gonna do the other side. Okay, ready to go? Brace, knees in front of the hips, slide a cushion, tummy braced, and we go flexion, abduction, internal rotation, external rotation, flexion, abduction, internal rotation, extension, adduction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Follow along. I'm just gonna show you 1 set, and then all you need to do, rewind this video and go again on each side if you want to top it up, okay? Remember, precision is what we are after, okay? If you're moving your lower back, if you're swinging your body forwards and back, it's not going to be as effective for the hip. We want pure isolation of the hip. So do as little as possible from the lower back. I know it's easier said than done, but that's what we need to chase. We need to chase quality of movement, not just doing it whatever, right? Trying to copy the movements. Trying to really get the feeling that you're working from the hip. All right? Okay. Movement 2. So we abducting, okay? Open, slowly lower. Open, slowly lower. And your lower leg is pushing into the ground as well. In part 2 of these, or level 2 of these particular series, I'm going to show you progression where you're using a little bit of weights and you're using more leverage by using longer lever of the leg, okay? So if this is manageable, you will be absolutely fine proceeding to level 2. Get 10 of these. If you need to, if you're a beginner here, you can plug in a little break. If not, you slow down, you stop, you don't relax. You go from mini contraction to a big contraction. Right? Good. Right, next movement, third, big toe. We go 10, So again, monitor for your ilium. And you may notice that as time goes by, your hip is getting so tired that the movements will be smaller, and that's okay. You know, I'm feeling again a lot of fatigue from doing this multiple times today. Just get to 10 and then relax. Okay, we've got 2 more movements in this series. So next one, get the lower leg of the way, and we're doing the swivels. 10, 9, careful here, 8, 7, 6. Really focus on where the foot goes comparing to the knee. Really feel how your backside, your behind is doing all that holding. Okay, final reps. Good, that's a spicy top. Relax. So, last one, we're going into the bicycle. So we want the leg to stay in the abduction. So we're cycling forwards. And you can send the leg quite far, opening through your psoas. Bend the knee heel to the backside, straight. And again, you want this to be hip movement only. We're trying to keep the foot and knee at the level of the hip. And 10 forwards and backwards, or 5 forwards, 5 backwards. You pick, you're in charge. Just don't stop necessarily when you're feeling a bit of numbness. Go for it, okay? You can obviously change it as you go, as you're getting stronger. All right, guys, so remember how important it is to train the glutes. Okay, we are done here. Glute medius, again, are very important for maintaining pelvis level. So very important for ambulation, for standing on one leg, for balance, for protecting yourself from falling, to being able to do movements side to side, like cutting or stepping sideways. You know, even getting into the car, right? You need to abduct the hip. And also to support your lumbar spine and to support your sacroiliac joint. I will talk about all those joints, kind of lower back area and lower back pain very soon. So implement this into your program. You don't have to be super fit for it. You just have to do the work, okay? So discipline, consistency will bring you results. See you in the next video.